Hey everybody, Josh here. What you're about to watch is my reaction to the JaidenAnimation Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke. But at the time of recording, I didn't know certain things about it. Like I reacted to the whole thing, and I didn't know about I didn't understand the ending. And then I talked to my girlfriend, and she told me that Jaiden actually failed her first time defeating the Elite Four, and that's why the animation has that type of ending. And I didn't know that at the time, so I guessed and I speculated, and that's why I didn't know. So let's get back to past Josh so he can react to the video. Fucking idiot, past Josh. Right, enjoy the video. Hey everybody, Josh here, and I'm gonna react to JaidenAnimations Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke animation. I really enjoyed her first one. It was really fun, and this one came out I think last week or maybe the week before, an arbitrary amount of time ago. And I'm excited. I've been wanting to do a Nuzlocke for Pokemon Diamond. That's my favorite Pokemon game. You know, for my own personal reasons. It's my favorite Pokemon game. I know it's probably not the best, but I know. Yeah, it's got sentimental reasons why it's my favorite. So, Platinum, I don't really remember the differences between Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Platinum. I remember Platinum, you go to like that crazy Giratina world where everything's like sideways and shit. I really want to do a Nuzlocke for Pokemon Diamond. And I already have some names picked out for certain Pokemon, so Jaiden better not steal them. Yeah, let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in me seeing. Me doing a Nuzlocke for Pokemon Diamond. I'll try my best to record it. I don't know if I'll be able to do live, like me talking the whole time, but I'll try. All right, so JaidenAnimation. Oh, she's doing. That's Generation 4. Some of my favorite Pokemon are in Generation 4. You got Chimchar. Chimchar is my #1 favorite. In fact, come on, bud. You're gonna be in the video with me. I'm tripping over shit. Yeah. For personal reasons, he is my favorite Pokemon, and I could get into those personal reasons later. Maybe not in this video, but he is here. Okay, Chimchar is always the one I start with for a Pokemon Diamond Nuzlocke, okay? He'll always be my one, okay? And then I also got this one over here. This little Infernape. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I tried fixing the lighting setup a little around here. My face is a little well lit because I got my phone over there and this iPad's over here with a white screen. And the background kind of looks a little hazy, specifically around this corner. I don't really know. I'll try to improve it, but there's only one light bulb in this room. Yeah, I really enjoyed Jaiden's animation for her Nuzlocke for Pokemon Ruby. I think Jaiden is very funny, very relatable, and she's just really talented. So without further ado, I say let's go.
So if you're new here, hi. I've done this before.
Hi.
Last year I made a video about
cute.
my first ever Pokemon Nuzlocke, and the game I played in it was Pokemon Ruby. It was fun, so here I am again, doing another. But this time I attempted to Nuzlocke Pokemon Platinum. I'll explain again super quickly how a Nuzlocke works. You can only catch the first Pokemon you run into per route. If a Pokemon faints, it dies, and you can't use it anymore. And you have to nickname your Pokemon so you grow more attached to them.
Juice.
If you still don't understand, that's not my problem. Let's get started. Hoo boy. This was my Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke.
Oh, she's rushing into it.
Pokemon!
Barry.
So my friend and neighbor Barry is practically dragging me all over the place with his hyperactive squirrel brain,
she wearing the outfit?
trying to get a Pokemon as soon as possible.
Oh my gosh, she looks so
Professor
cute.
Rowan he saw on TV. He drags me out to Route 201 and is about to leap into the tall grass when, hold it!
Hold it.
You guys know going into the tall grass is
Professor
practically
Birch.
a death wish, right? What you're doing is basically suicide. Borderline insanity. What absolute moronic lunatics you are. Have you no respect for your lives? Do you have any Pokemon? No. Do you want some? And like that, I have a Turtwig. I named him Turt and
she went with
immediately
Turtwig.
used him to bash in Barry's Chimchar. I was making my way through the routes, but right as I was about to nab the Shinx I found on 202.
Ooh, Shinx.
Don't kill it. No!
Wow. Fail.
So no Shinx for us. But that's alright, Shinx isn't that great this early anyway. Then I locked eyes with our first trainer. The first battle.
Ooh.
Let's see how we fare against youngster Tristan and his level 5 Starly. Oh my god! So in the first trainer battle I ever fought, I almost immediately lose my starter to a critical hit. Why do I suddenly have a very bad feeling about this? Nevertheless, we kept going onward through Jubilife City, where we caught Kronk the Zubat in the cave above Route 204, and Magikarp on 218.
Hey.
I'm Magikarp. Your name is Puppy. Just outside the city, Barry runs up and demands.
Oh, guys, I saw that Sonic
so
face.
I happily bash in his chim.
Oh, come on, what are you doing? Stop doing that! Those are my favorites.
City and nervously challenged Rourke. I was terrified of his Cranidos, but Turt landed a crit Razor Leaf in one shot it before it could do anything. So that's badge number 1 for us.
Nice
I made
work.
it to Floroma Town and was really excited because if you didn't know, outside the Valley Windworks you can find Shellos. And if you didn't know, again, I love Shellos. I ran straight to the grass to get my Shellos encounter.
Come on.
And...
Ah!
I'm not gonna pass up an encounter, so I very depressingly caught the Shinx and named it Failure to vent my sadness and frustration over not getting a sword. While there, we found Team Galactic messing around, stealing electricity, and this little girl's dad. So I beat up the grunt guarding the door.
I love that she's just swinging Turtwig around.
Turt evolved, then found Galactic Commander Mars at the end of the corridor, who I was scared of because she's got a fat cat that hits like a semi-truck.
That fucking Perugly.
Back in the Orberg Mines, I caught Dwayne the Onyx, and I brought him to the fight because in case things got dicey, I would switch him in to buy time. And
oh yeah, that's the strat right there, girl.
Dwayne was death fodder. Turt took out Mars's Zubat,
Sorry, strat.
and when Perugly came out, plucked
Dwayne.
off the Oranberry it was holding, but she got hit pretty hard in the process, and since Turt needed a bit of healing before he could get back into it,
Dwayne can take a scratch. Look at that, Dwayne.
Oh yeah, Dwayne.
Fine. He's fine, guys. Don't pull the sad nose for Dwayne. Dwayne's fine.
Oh, she probably streamed this.
Don't worry about him. Oh my God.
1 HP.
Dude. All right, I'll give him that. Dwayne gets to live.
Somehow, when Dwayne was supposed to die, he hung in there on 1 HP. And you know what? I respected the hell out of him for it. I let Dwayne live, and Turt was able to take out the Perugly. What a legend. But then I put him back in the box and moved on. In Mount Coronet, I caught a Bronzor named Big Boy, which I happily added to the team.
Big Boy!
Right before Gardenia's gym, Kronk evolved, which meant no mercy for those flower ladies.
Oh God.
Number 2. We slashed the guard bushes in front of the Galactic building and ran up all the stairs where we fought Galactic Commander Jupiter. Let's take a look at how that went.
How did it go? Oh, she's got a skunk tank. Ooh, Kronk.
But, I mean, that won't do...
Come on!
Let's just hit it. Don't crit him. No. Oh my God.
It was a crit!
Finally, we're able to beat her, but that fight really knocked the wind out of me. I was shaking
Her
on my way
character's
back to the
outfit is so
Pokemon
cute.
Center when this lady Cynthia shows up and is like, Egg?
Egg?
Yeah. Anyway, even meeting Cynthia wasn't enough to calm my nerves, so to keep my mind off the absolute tragedy we narrowly avoided, I decided to start training up Big Boy on Cycling Road. And then he died.
I've practiced this game and...
So before you push up your anime glasses and tell me that steel is weak to fire, which I know, by the way.
Okay,
the reason
I was about to say.
Big Boy in was because not only is his defense an iron wall, but he had heat proof, which negates his fire.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry for judging you.
So, first step. I'm sorry, Big Boy.
Aw,
you never had the
Big
opportunity to become a big boy. I walked into Wayward Cave and found a Gibble. Gibble is an Pokemon. It turns into Garchomp, which is easily one of, if not the strongest Pokemon in the game that isn't a legendary. Adding it to the team would give us such a huge advantage, and now there is nothing in my way.
The way you're saying that makes me think you didn't catch it. Damn it, Turt.
And we're moving on. We arrived in Home City where I caught DeVito the Ralts, Kronk and Puppy evolved. We had a clean
nice. Now she's getting the team.
Somebody gave us an Eevee I named Milk. Things were starting to look better now. I was leveling up DeVito against trainers, and when fighting this lovey-dovey couple...
let's go into Puppy. Get rid of the Buizel. Oh no!
Oh, Pursuit! Is that gonna kill it?
You're kidding. You're kidding.
And that's why I hate love.
Oh,
In came Shrimp
no.
the Scyther I caught on Route 2.
They keep destroying the machine.
On Route 213, I finally found a Shellos. I named it Squoop, and I loved it. I
Yes.
loved it so much. I know you're not supposed to have a favorite child, but Squoop was my favorite child, and I wasn't apologetic about it.
Oh, I love her.
Now we got a Gastrodon.
Oh,
Dirt ended
Gastrodon,
up
damn.
evolving too. So
Oh,
together with
Torterra.
Frank and Squoop, Maylene was defeated, and badge number 4 was secured.
Nice.
Outside of Pastoria City, I caught a Quagsire named Lol, but when I went to get
Lol.
my Great Marsh encounter, I was trying to get a Yanma and accidentally threw a ball at a Wooper.
Aw.
So now we've got Lol and
Wait, are
Oops
you
in
allowed
box.
to do that? What
Then
about the
I swept
duplicate
Crasher Week
clause?
with Milk, who is now a Jolteon with the TM Thunder I
Nice.
bought
Oh,
early next
Thunder?
month. I walked into the
Yeah.
gym and
Oh,
Team Galactic
oh,
set off
explosion.
a bomb. I ran down the grunt who detonated it and took him out because he is weak. Cynthia appears
They're
again
just
and
swinging
tells me to
around
bring a charm to her
Gyarados.
grandma. So I'm like, yes, ma'am. We found her in Celestial Town along with Cyrus, the leader of Team
Ooh.
Galactic, who starts some evil Shakespeare speech
Her
about
face.
how everything is imperfect, so he's got to blow up the world or something. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. And then Puppy took out his Sneasel, and I sent out Milk to take care of his Golbat. But Milk decided he wanted to be lazy and not only miss all his thunders, but also punch himself in the face.
Oh, and he was confused. I was like,
Milk.
Thunder has like a 70. It's got a high miss factor. I think it's like 70% accurate. Oh God. Okay.
You can't be doing this.
Switch.
Kronk came out and killed the Golbat
Good job.
because Milk was being difficult, but I gave him a second chance and he took out the Murkrow.
Nice.
Anyway, here's your Dusty Charm. I went out and caught a Magnemite named C.
Oh,
and arrived in
Magnum-
Canalave
Zip
City,
Zap
where we
Zop is
barged into
back.
Byron's gym and demolished his team with Swoop and Turd. Then Team Galactic
God.
sets off another bomb, this time at Lake Valor. So Barry, Professor Rowan's assistant Lucas, and I split up to check on the lakes. As I'm strolling past all the flopping Magikarp, I run into Galactic Commander Saturn, who we swept the floor with. After that, we headed over to Lake Verity, where we did the exact same with Mars. There was a part where Turt got crit and almost died. But we're fine, he's fine. Finally, we had to go check up on Barry at Lake Acuity, and after trekking through 6 feet of snow for like a mile, we get there to find Barry at the top of a cliff like, ha ha ha, you can't climb rocks. Come back when you can climb rocks, loser.
Oh God.
I'll go fight Candace's gym now, I guess. Now, we've been having some good type matchups with the past few gyms, so I haven't really been nervous about most of them, but Candace uses ice types, which like half my team is weak against.
What
Which,
are you gonna do?
you know, nervousness rising. Not only was I at a massive type
They're all
disadvantage,
freaking out.
but the main threats on our team were her Abomasnow
Ooh.
because it hits like a truck and sets up hail, and her Frost
Hail.
Slash because it'll use the hail from the Abomasnow to
Damn,
heighten
that's such a good
evasiveness with
strategy.
Snowcloak,
How you do that?
spam double teams, and then just sweep my team. I walked in, took a deep breath, which didn't make me feel better at all, and started the battle. Shrimp took out her Sneasel, and Scoop took out her
Nice.
Piloswine,
Nice.
almost dying in the process.
Goddamn.
And then she finally brought out the big bad Abomasnow.
Big boy.
Since it's grass ice type, I taught Puppy Fire Blast. Yeah, I didn't know we could... Anyway, I wasn't sure it could one-shot because Puppy's not a special attacker, and lo and behold, it didn't.
Fire Blast with 4 times effectiveness?
Please kill it. Please. It's quad. It's quad.
Eventually, Puppy took it out, but
Oh,
that
nice.
was absolutely terrifying. Last but not least, Frostlass. I wanted to have Swoop
Ooh.
Rain Dance to get rid of the hail so Frostlass's Snow Cloak isn't activated, but since Swoop was sitting
she's
at
so
a
smart.
not-so-chill 20 HP, that wasn't going to
Yikes.
work out super great. However, since I didn't want Kronk to be in this fight at all, right before the fight, I swapped her with Failure the Shinx.
Oh, failure.
Yep. Sorry, little guy.
Oh!
Looked up at the looming death that was Frostlass.
Oh,
in front of him, and as I healed up Swoop, Failure was killed in its blizzard. It's really
Oh, why'd you have to
unfortunate that I
animate it
resort
that
to
way?
but
Oh,
I give Failure a salute
no.
for stepping up and surrendering its life to the team. Swoop came out, got off the rain dance, and after a close battle, was able to pull through. We
Very
won,
nice.
but it wasn't without sacrifice. We had a moment of silence for Failure, the true MVP of the fight. Gone, but not forgotten. Now we could climb the rocks to Lake Acuity, and when we got up there, Barry's got snot dripping down his face, crying in the snow because he got beat up by Jupiter, who looks at me and is like, "See ya, I'm going to Veilstone HQ."
Thanks for mentioning that. Now I know where to find you.
Ah.
I'm gonna go to Veilstone. We start running through the base trying to find Cyrus, but when fighting this scientist...
Psychic.
Porygon.
Porygon 2 freaks me out. It is way too powerful, way too bulky, and it's way too weird. I do like Porygon too, though. I would like a plush of Porygon too. Very cute. What? 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 No!
Wow.
No! Scoop!
Scoop.
We lost Scoop!
I wasn't okay.
Oh.
Turd came out and curb stomped the Porygon 2 out of
Damn,
To put it lightly,
pancaked.
I wasn't taking that too well.
Aww.
My heart is breaking.
Poor
I'm
Jaiden.
like actually sad.
But life doesn't stop when your dog dies, so I had to keep
Your
trucking and brought Lol the Quagsire
Lol.
to the team. With an intense, blood-curdling thirst for revenge,
God.
I
Oh, God.
stormed
Oh.
into Cyrus's room. Fight! Shrimp and
Fight!
Nick took out his team in no time.
Damn.
And smashed his Master Ball and used his teleport pad to enter the basement where Mess Spirit, Azelf, and Newt
I
were
love
being held
that.
captive. Fight! And like Cyrus, Siren was swept in. After releasing the Lake Guardians, we head to Mount Coronet. because
She's on a
Cyrus wants to go
rampage.
there
She's
and destroy
hilarious.
the planet, I think. And we catch up to him at the Spear Pillar. Before we can run up and attack him, Mars and Jupiter.
Ah,
step
they
in.
need to
Then
stop.
Barry arrives. Honestly, I have no idea how he found us all here. And it's like, I'll help. Lol takes out both their Bronzors, Mars's Prugly, and Barry's Munchlax. So I thought, you know, it was all smooth sailing, right?
Right?
Well,
Well.
Wow, Barry. Really doing a lot for the team, aren't ya?
Damn.
Oh my god, no, it has Giga Drain.
That's gonna do her in.
No. No.
Sorry,
oh,
Jaiden.
No. Oh no. It was a crit.
It was a crit!
did I not know their Golbat had Giga Drain for some reason, but it also got a crit. So I was starting to feel
Damn.
bad. But
Poor
then
Lol.
I started panicking. The thing is, after you fight Mars and Jupiter, you have to go into the Distortion World and fight Cyrus and Giratina. If Cynthia
God.
forces us into the Distortion World without
Forces
us
you.
being able to get a new member, we're in massive trouble. We finished up the battle and Cyrus starts his whole spiel about how the world is imperfect.
Checking your
blah,
Apple
blah, blah.
Watch.
Everything must die except for me. Then he gets swallowed up by Giratina. A hole opens, a rip in space leading to the Distortion World. And I'm kind of just standing off to the side, twiddling my thumbs like, Cynthia, please don't shove
can
me
I
in
go?
without my consent.
Cynthia, can I go? I have something to do. Our world will be destroyed. Are you ready? No, I'm not. Let me go. I'm free. Holy crap. Get me out of here. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, lol. We just got you. And then
Aw.
you died. But luckily, remember when I accidentally caught that Whooper while trying to get a Yanma? It's time, Oops. You were
It's
no
time.
accident. You're our
Oops.
lucky star who will carry us to victory. We got Oops leveled up, came back to the Spear Pillar where Cynthia was just sitting there waiting for
They're
us.
just chilling.
Hopped in. Everything is topsy-turvy and the Lake
Whoa.
Guardians are telling me to push boulders into holes. And suddenly I'm on a floating crest of land with Cynthia, who's basically like, Cyrus, get lost and never come back. And Cyrus didn't like that. So he came at me. Oops took out his Houndoom and his Gyarados came out, so I switched to Milk. But I was very terrified because Cyrus's Gyarados has Earthquake. So if Milk misses his Thunder here, he dies. And Milk is notorious for missing his Thunders. But it hit. Milk
Okay.
lives another day. He also took out Cyrus's Crobat and Honchkrow, and
Nice.
Shrimp finished up his Weavile.
Nice.
Cyrus steps aside, and
I love
suddenly
her
it's
Scizor and
just me
Jolteon combination.
and
They
the
seem like
Angel of Darkness
buddies.
Itself, Giratina.
Master Ball the shit out of him. Oh god. Oh god. Ah! What the hell? What is this Black Mirror shit? Whoa, what's going on? Is this something from the game that I don't remember?
I threw the Master Ball, and like that, it was over. I saved the world. Now to get back to my gym badges. I arrived at Sunyshore City and
Fucking
started
face.
making my way through Volkner's gym. I know he's the 8th gym leader and he's supposed to be tough, and apparently he's depressed because everyone who challenges him isn't good enough and he's bored. But I wasn't concerned. We have Oops, and none of his Pokemon
Oops.
can do anything about it. It's not like they have Giga Drain or anything, right? They didn't, I checked.
Okay.
Oops was just Earthquake and everything, and at the end,
Fuck 'em
I'll
up.
admit, I got a bit scared.
Okay, don't crit.
Oh.
If you crit Giga Impact, that would be really Holy.
But it's all good. We're all good. And with that, off to
Quagsire
Victory
just-
Road we went, where we caught ourselves a Gabite I named Flake.
Nice.
Would have been nice to have one, I don't know, near the beginning of the game, say, in Wayward Cave, you know.
Turd.
But whatever. Better late than never. It's good to have just in case something goes horribly wrong out of nowhere.
No, puppy.
Flakes is base 60. Yeah, it is. It's an
Brave
amazing.
bird.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No!
Crit.
You're kidding.
And it took itself out with the recoil. Oh, you're such a bitch, Staraptor.
Oh dear. And that's the straw that broke the camel's back. After Puppy died, I stepped back and decided the team we go into the Elite Four with needs to be the best possible team we can build.
Ooh.
The Elite Four here goes pretty hard, so I
Damn.
couldn't go in willy-nilly.
Oh, it's
just
Cynthia in the
hoping
back
for
looking
the
like
best.
the
After
colossal
literally
titan.
a few hours of calculations and research,
Oh my
I
God.
settled on a team I thought would give us the highest possibility.
Who's
of winning.
Colgate?
I added Flakes to the team in place of Puppy, and with a heavy heart,
Guard
left
Chomp.
Milk and Kronk behind as I brought C the now Magnezone and Colgate the Togekiss I hatched from the eggs Cynthia gave me.
Oh.
Even though I was sad to not bring Milk and Kronk into the final battles with
Aw.
us, they won't be forgotten. And it doesn't negate the fact they were such huge assets to the team, and I wouldn't have made it this far without them. I'll see you guys on the other side. I took a step
Aw,
towards
that's so
the doors
sweet.
of no return, and immediately got interrupted by Barry, who
Barry.
wanted to have one last fight.
Pokemon.
Anyway,
Anyway. Oh boy, we're here. Oh God, what the hell? It's so creepy.
welcome. This is the Elite Four. The battle starts and C takes out Aaron Zeon Mega and Vespiquen. Oops takes out his Drapion, and Colgate takes out his Scizor and Heracross. Next up
Nice.
is Bertha.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Creepy. What's going on? What's this
Bertha
Slender
loves
Man
ground
shit going
types,
on?
But Turt and Oops had a smooth time smashing through her team. I felt a horrible
Quagsire's
shiver when
face.
a Rhyperior came out, but things went well.
Quagsire.
Flint.
Quagsire's expressions are amazing. What the hell?
Flint has
Is
a
she gonna
pretty scary
lose? Is that
team,
what this
but
is
luckily
building
Oops
up
and
to?
Flakes had no trouble plowing through them as well. And with that, we're on to the last member, Lucian. Now, Shrimp hasn't had much time to shine in these fights so far, so I decided I wanted to let her go all out. She set up sword stances and bullet punched everything.
Okay. Oh,
Proud of you,
bullet.
Shrimp.
She did it.
Suddenly, I'm at the entrance to the champion.
Oh, and she has
The
all 6
trainer
Pokemon
who's
this
been
time
known
instead
to
of
crush dreams in a single battle, and many still fear to this day. I took a deep breath. Things are going surprisingly well.
Oh my
I
God, she's
don't
gonna
know how
lose.
to feel about it, but I looked up, and there she was. At this moment, I have
God.
only one last objective: defeat Cynthia.
Ooh.
She leads with Spiritomb, which has no weaknesses, so I sent out Turt to hit it as hard as possible. Flakes
Nice.
takes out her Togekiss, and then her Garchomp comes out. This
Garchomp
is known
already?
to be one of the toughest boss Pokemon in the entire franchise, and rightfully so. That thing was made by Satan himself, and I'm sure even he fears what he has created. I immediately switched to Oops, who's the only Pokemon that can lead us to victory here. I planned to put it to sleep with Yawn, and then Ice Beam it until it died. That was
Nice.
our only hope. But then, Oops was crit.
Crit,
That was
no!
it. Nothing on my team can take a hit from this monster, and even if they couldn't do much damage back. I sat there in disbelief, knowing there wasn't anything I could have done, and the battle is basically unwinnable now.
Oh,
I
come
brought
on.
out Shrimp to bullet punch it so we could get in a little
Come
bit
on,
of
come on.
damage, but
Oh my God, this is like a
she
fucking.
was killed.
Oh God!
Chip away at
This is
it,
like a
he did
dramatic,
some
like,
damage
final
to it,
battle
but was
anime.
Crit one shot. At this
God
point,
damn, 3
I had
down?
accepted defeat. Only Turt, C, and Flakes were left. It's hopeless at this point. Flakes came out, and against all odds, Flakes outsped Cynthia's Garchomp
Yes!
and killed it.
Yes!
I didn't think he could do it. He was 2 levels weaker, and I don't know. I just didn't think he could outspeed it. Suddenly, there was a chance. We could win this after all. Cynthia
Yeah.
brings out her Milotic, which C took out with a few Thunderbolts.
Okay, she has-
Flakes took out the Lucario with Dig.
Last one?
Look, my Earthquake TM is on Scoop, and we all know what happened there. Finally, her last Pokemon comes out.
Rose Raid?
Flakes went in for the Dragon Claw, and the battle was over.
Oh!
We won. As Cynthia's
She won.
congratulating me,
Thank God.
a sudden feeling of overwhelming guilt washes over my entire body, so intense it almost knocks me down. I don't think I deserve this. Something here isn't right. This wasn't meant for me. Back in the distortion world when Giratina split me in two, how do I know I'm me? What happened in the other timeline where I saw glimpses of what happened parallel to this world, that was me too. Those things happened. Was that the ending I'm destined to have? The world I'm living in now is how I want things to be, but the other Jaiden is equally me as I am her. Even if you might think I deserve this dimension, things don't work like that. Are there some things you can't escape, even when you try everything you can do to alter it? I don't know the answer. I may be able to sit on this throne now and thank all the Pokemon that put in everything to help me get here. All the hard work, blood, sacrifices we made. But I don't think I can ever accept this victory. I don't know what ending was meant for me. And I don't think I ever will.
Whoa. Oh my god. I'm a little confused about that ending. Like, whoa, is that something to do with the game, and it talks about like alternate versions of yourself and like how other things could happen? Or I don't know. That was an interesting way to end it. The last one was so positive and optimistic, and this one was like getting real philosophical up in here. I will say this, there's so many good jokes in this. Like, I love she keeps swinging around the Turtwig and using it to hit the Pokemon instead of having the Pokemon actually battle, which I think is pretty funny. I have a question when it comes to a Nuzlocke. There's something, whenever I've attempted a Nuzlocke, I've always done something called the duplicate clause, where, so let's say I go to the first route and I catch me a Starly. I catch it, I save it, etc. And then what if I go to the next route and the next one I see is a Staravia? Do I have to catch that Staravia? Or does the duplicate clause take effect because I already have a Starly? That's what I want to know. The way I always viewed it as, like, I already have a Starly, and you shouldn't have duplicates of Pokemon, because that way, like, then what's the point? You know, like, oh, it's not a big deal if I lose this Starly. I have a backup, which is kind of what happened with her. She ended up with 2 Quagsires. All right, I'm going to scrub through this really quickly. The way she talks is so funny. She's like, at the beginning, she's like, if you don't know if you have any other questions, too bad. I love her delivery. Whenever she's talking into her microphone, it's just on point. Also, I love that they played up Barry, just the hyper idiot that he is. Oh, and her outfit was so cute with like the purplish shirt, the pink scarf, and the beanie. It's so cute. She beats the shit out of a Chimchar. I didn't like that. Also, another thing about a Nuzlocke. So let's say I go to the first route, I see a Starly, and I accidentally kill it. And then I go to the next route, and I see a Starly. Am I allowed to catch that one, or is the first Starly gone because I accidentally killed it? Like, what are the rules? If I go to the first route and I see a Starly and I accidentally kill it, I go to the next route and I see a Staravia. Do I get to catch it? I don't know. Is every Pokemon? Let's say if I kill it, is every Pokemon from that chain dead to me? Because I remember the first one, she tried to catch it in the Ruby Nuzlocke. She tried to catch a Zigzagoon, killed it. Came across another Zigzagoon, tried to catch it, accidentally killed it again. Oh god, I really thought she was gonna lose at the end there. Oh my god, the way she was talking was getting real depressed. It felt like she was trying to prepare me for something. Yikes. Oh, the poor Shinx, she named it Failure. Because she was so disappointed that it wasn't a Shellos. I also love the reoccurring joke of her just, instead of just depositing Pokemon into the PC, she's just throwing them in and causing further damage to the PC. I will say this about Jaiden. She knows how to play this game. She's really smart. I love her strat. Yeah, she's really good strat about catching an Onix. Not only is it just good to have, like, in this game, a disposable Pokemon that you don't care about, but it's a rock type. She named it Dwayne. And then she also had her Zubat used Pluck to steal the Perugly's Oranberry. That's also pretty smart. She was talking about her Bronzor, her poor Bronzor, big boy. I was about to say, I was like, Jaiden, why did you pit a big boy against Ponyta? It's a fire type, but it crit her, and she made the point. She made a really good point, and then she goes, before you put on your anime glasses. And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was about to do that. I guess that makes me kind of a snob. And I love her animation, like, which I knew, by the way. So yeah, I mean, but I'm not gonna say like, what's her name? Jaiden is really smart. She even justified, like, the iron wall defense and heat, and the bronze ore's ability was heat proof, so she's really smart. But still, it died. So I mean, she didn't do nothing. And then, oh no, Turt, you killed the Gibble. That sucks. Gibble, top tier Pokemon for this game. Oh, I thought it was pretty funny when she caught a Curlia, or she got a Ralts involved in a Curlia, and she's like, I took on this lovey-dovey couple, but then her Curlia ends up dying. She's like, and this is why I hate love. Oh, and then when she catches the Shellos, she's like, I know you're not supposed to have a favorite child, but I'm not going to apologize. And God, the facial expressions of her animation is really fucking funny. Just, oh, I could watch that forever. I thought it was funny that she caught another Magnemite, and in the animation, she's holding up a magnet, because that's what she did in the last one. And the only reason I remember that is because I'm watching these back to back. Oh, but I wish she would have named it Zip Zap Zop Jr. or something. That would have been great. Like, I don't even remember its name. It was so unremarkable. Another, like, man, Jaiden is like really, like, she beautiful minds this shit. Her plan, first she taught Gyarados Fire Blast, which, yeah, her Gyarados, I guess, doesn't have like high special attack stats, and that's why I didn't one shot it. But still, a real good strategy. So she did good, and then yeah, the strategy of trying to bring out her Gastrodon to use Rain Dance to get rid of the hail to better handle Frostlass, it's fucking brilliant. But in order to do it, she brought out Shinx, and when she brings out Shinx, this poor little like dog-looking thing looks so fucking sad. Oh, and the way it turns to with the fucking Frostlass's shadow is fucking looming in. Oh my god, it's the saddest fucking thing I've ever seen. Oh, and I thought it was really fucking funny when her Gastrodon died, and then she just goes on a fucking rampage. She's in full-on rampage mode. Just, I love the shot of, like, the door, and it's getting punched a million times, and then she breaks it down with her Scizor, and then Scizor just grabs him by the neck, and she's like, fight! And she steals it, and then she steals his Master Ball, goes on the teleporter, and she's all like, eh! And then just doing it again, grabbing another guy by the fucking neck, popping in a frame. Fight! Oh, it's so funny. And then after she says fight, fucking Jolteon and Scizor like popping in a frame, like, oh yeah, we gonna fuck this guy up. And she lost her lull to a Giga Drain that she didn't know existed. Oh, and thank God Cynthia didn't force her into the distortion world. She got to go take 5. Oh man, it's just lucky her that that Gyarados didn't destroy her Jolteon with Earthquake. She got it with Thunder. And then she goes up against Giratina, and this is when the creepiest shit happens. Just people getting ripped apart, and it's glitching around like it's Slender Man, and then she looks at herself like it's a mirror, and I'm just really confused about what this is supposed to be or what this is supposed to reference. I would like an explanation, really. I'm not too good with symbolism. Then again, it's been a very long time since I've played Pokemon Platinum. And then she catches Giratina, and she's like, I did it. I saved the world. Now I get my 8th gym badge. Oh, and she lost Puppy to a Staraptor with a critical hit Brave Bird. And then I love this shot of the Elite Four like looking down on you, like they're like 4 giant pillars looking down at you. And you see their like glowing eyes, and then in the background you just see even higher up and hidden in the fog is Cynthia. That's such a good shot. It's fucking beautiful. And then I love this drawing of her strategizing, writing down in a notebook with Turt and Milk in the corner with the fucking corkboard of all the people. The fucking corkboard of how to take on the Elite Four members. That's so fucking funny. This is really it's really well drawn. It's so fun. I enjoy it. Okay, let me look at her final team. It was Turt, the Torterra, a Magnezone called C, a Quagsire, Oops, Colgate, the Togekiss, Flakes, the Garchomp, and Shrimp, the Scizor. Oh, I really love the moment where she says goodbye to Jolteon and Crobat. And she's like, bye, guys. I'll see you on the other side. It's such a sweet moment, but it really it kind of raised up a death flag. I was really scared that Jaiden wasn't going to make it. And then as soon as she enters the Elite Four, she starts getting like these visions of her her defeat. It really freaked me out. Yeah, I mean, is this like reference? Did she like lose a bunch of times in stream? I never watched the stream, but I don't know what this is referring to or what this is about. Sorry for being so uneducated, you guys. Dude, I will say this. Her Quagsire's like facial expressions are the funniest. There's the one where he gets punched by Electivire and he's just like... And like they're like her and him and Torterra are gonna fuck up the ground type Elite Four member. He's just like his evil fucking smile. And then he uses surf, and he's got like the fucking sunglasses and the surfboard. And then she gets to Cynthia, and she does pretty good. Takes out the first 3 Pokemon, or no, takes out the first 2 Pokemon, and then Garchomp shows up. Oh my god! Look at this! Look at this Garchomp! It looks like an anime villain. The way some of these like actual shots are like done, it legit feels like I'm looking at the anime, and it's like an actual fucking like fight to the death going on. Like the only thing missing from Garchomp's display, the way she's drawing this like Cynthia's Garchomp, is like the Japanese character for Rumble all over the place. She had a really good strategy of she had a really good strategy of using Yawn and Ice Beam in order to try to take out her Garchomp, but it didn't work. And then she was in trouble. She her Scizor tried. Oh, and it's like getting all the punches in, and then Garchomp's just like, like he catches the punch. Oh, it's so dramatic. It's like an actual fight from an anime. Man, and then she was down. She was down 3-4. Her last 3 Pokemon. And then, by some grace of God, her Garchomp took down Cynthia's Garchomp. And I love that her face is just like, I did not expect that to happen. I want to know, so I found out that when Zip Zap Zop from the Ruby Nuzlocke was taking out all those Merrills, apparently when you defeat a Merrill in that game, it boosts the Pokemon that defeated its defense or something. I really don't know how that works. Someone commented that in the Ruby Nuzlocke reaction I did, and I'm just wondering, how does that work? I'm just curious. It sounds pretty cool. And they said that that's probably how Zip Zap Zop survived the whatever it was, the earthquake, I think it was. And then in this one, it shows Jaiden thinking about how her Gabite took down a bunch of Ponytas. And yeah, it says plus speed EVs. Okay, I see it. Speed EVs. So maybe her Garchomp, Gabite, or whatever took down a bunch of Ponytas. I'll have to look into that when I do my Nuzlocke. Oh, that's really smart. Jaiden, you're smart. And now it's 3-on-3. What she got? Milo takes down the fuck up the Milotic, fuck up the Lucario, and then it's Rose Raid. And then her just Garchomp just full on, just goes for the camera, yep. And then she wins. But then just the really weird shit happens. She feels guilty, and I don't understand. It goes really philosophical, and I don't know why she decided that's an interesting. It's an interesting way to end the video, and I want to know. I wish I could have a better understanding. So let me know, because I'm a dummy. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that reaction, and then me going through the video and just talking about what I liked. Let me know if I should do more of these. I'd love to. I guess I could do more JaidenAnimation. I heard she did a Minecraft video. I love Minecraft. Or let me just know just general videos that you think I could do, or that she's not doing, or just I'm not, or just sometimes there's just videos that I'm not able to do with Jace, and this just happened to be one of them. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments. I always read the comments. Let me know. Give me a recommendation. I'll watch anything. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.